supposed to be the greatest city in the world. Look at that. Amazing, man. Anyway, let's read on. It says, every house is shut up that no man may come in. There's a crying for wine in the streets. And that wine is talking about, really it's talking about this truth, this knowledge. But also the spirit of partying, the spirit of jollity and being jovial. That spirit is slowly diminishing, man. Not only that, the prophecy also states in Ecclesiastes 12, the daughters of music shall be brought low. Look at the music industry. People are seriously disgusted with the music industry. And if you don't believe me, all you gotta do is type in songs from the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, even the 90s, man. And it's like unanimous. People are saying, why can't music go back to the way it used to be back then? Well, the answer for that is, well, let's read the prophecy. That's the answer. Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. Again, that's in the Old Testament. So for you individuals, especially wacky-tacky Christians, you say that the Old Testament's done away with. How do you explain this prophecy coming from the Old Testament that's happening right before our eyes? That is the daughters of music. Well, let's read it. Ecclesiastes 12 and 4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. You know what that means? That's a metaphor for the jobs. And more people are losing their jobs due to this C-19 virus. Okay, more and more people are losing their jobs. More and more businesses, small businesses that is going out of business. Okay, so that's a metaphor of the sound of the grinding is low. The grinding represents your job. Even Jake today, they say that, yo, I'm on my grind right now. Meaning he's working, right? So, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. The doors are being shut in the streets, man. These cities are looking like more and more like ghost towns. There's this YouTuber I watch every now and then. He's out there in San Francisco, and he's always riding on a skateboard through the streets of San Francisco, and you can see how dead San Francisco is. San Francisco is a major city, and the freaking city looks dead. Okay, so that's the prophecy. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up to the voice of the bird, which represents singing, like the birds, they sing in the morning, right? And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. All the daughters of music shall be brought low. So that's the answer to why you have such bad music in the charts today. Such terrible music in the charts today. There's your answer right there. The daughters of music are being brought low. The creativity is being taken out of music, and that's being done by the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bar Shem Yahweh Shai, who is the author of creativity in music. Not only just music, movies, man. Back in the day, movies used to be a delight to watch. Now, these movies, they basically suck. Okay? You can't watch a movie today if they don't have some kind of innuendo of either adultery or homosexuality, you know, and with the advent of CGI, you know, computer graphics, CGI computer graphics, I forgot the last word. Brother can put it in the comment section. You know, you're looking at movies, they just don't have the same effect visually like they used to when they were made back in the day, you know. So everything on a low level, everything is being affected because we're coming to the end. Like George Carlin said about 3 or 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, the comedian George Carlin, he said, this country is circling the drain. He said that on a Glenn Beck episode. I believe he was being interviewed by Glenn Beck. He said, this country really a corporation. America is nothing but a corporation. He said this country, to quote his very words, he said this country is circling the drain. And circling the drain is a medical term for a person who's almost, who's near death's door. They put on the medical chart circling the drain, meaning it's just a few moments before this person expires. This person drops dead, So that's what's happening with this place called America. America is circling the drain, man. A great example is what you're looking at here. You can't deny it. So all you scoffers and you scorners, where you at? Right before your eyes, you're seeing the death of this place called America. And it's not going to bounce back. It's not going to get any better. It's going to get worse. Okay? It's going to get worse until Yahweh Shai comes and destroys this society. So let's get back to Isaiah 24, and I'm going to wrap this video up because pretty much there's no more left to be said. Now at this point, all we have to do is watch. Continually watch to see what's going to happen, to see what next major event, major terrorist attack, major pandemic, see what else is coming down the pipe, because we know it's going to be all negative. We that know this truth, we know this, so our next job is to watch to see what will happen. As Yahweh Shai said, watch as well as pray. Why do you think he said to watch, Yahweh Shai? Because of the times that we're living in. Anyway, back to Isaiah 24 and 10 again. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. All joy is darkened. Is this not an example of all joy being darkened? Where are the people? And then I was thinking about it, man. Usually on that day, people make all kinds of money, selling those New Year glasses and those New Year hats, and man, there was none of that shit this year. So what about all those people that make that money selling those hats and selling those glasses and selling those different New Year trinkets? Man, this place is done, man. This place is finished, just like the prophecy says. Let's go back and read it again. You can't deny this. All joy is darkened. Even the most ardent scoffer, the most hardcore scoffer, which we had him a few years ago. We had some hardcore scoffers, man. Where are these motherfuckers at? All of a sudden, they're not on our comment boards anymore. Where are they? What happened to them? All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. How do you get around that, man? And this is the Old Testament. Again, for you Old Testament naysayers, all you deal is with the New Testament. The Old Testament is done away with. How do you explain what I'm reading here? Does that not fit in today's news, in today's geopolitics, what I'm reading here? Here's a perfect example of the joy is gone. The mirth is darkened. Look at this. Times Square on New Year's Eve. This is unheard of. I'm going to go back and play. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let me just do it now. Let's go back and play what Amawan Gabar said. Yeah, I'm going to write this, man, because this is amazing. Okay? Gotta be dramatic with this, to make the point.
But anyway, this is the fashion of the world that passes away. A perfect example, look at it. Look at that. From 2019, New Year's Eve going into 2020. Just this year, 1 year ago,
Yep.
to just 1 day ago.
1 year ago. See the big difference in 1 year. Reminds me of the song, What a Difference a Day Makes. And we saw that with 9/11, man. 9/10 was business as usual. Normal, if you can call it that, normal. Then all of a sudden 9/11 happened and bam, overnight, the whole world changed, especially New York. After 9/11, it's never been the same. So what we're looking at here is an example of 1 year. Okay, so a lot of changes, brothers. A lot of changes are coming, and it's going to signify the end of this place. Let's read the 12th verse. In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. And all these major cities, most times they're desolate. I was telling you about San Francisco. And it's going to be a trend, man. It's going to be a trend. And you always see that in these horror movies. At the beginning of the movie, the city is usually desolate. All right? Okay, so with that, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you brothers were edified. On to the next video.